Yeah, what's good, everyone? We are back at it again with some more WWE 2K25. So, this is officially the second run, and we're weeks away from Survivor Series. We already had Punk's betrayal, making him the leader and all that whatnot. So, we're gonna try to rush through this and try to do something different. Last time we had teamed up with Jade, so we're gonna do something different. I think we're gonna go with, let's see what Charlotte says.
Hey, hope you're doing okay. That go to sleep from Punk must have been a real wake up call. Although, if I'm being honest, it's hard to believe you didn't see it coming.
And you did?
Well, we all know of his reputation. I would have had my head on a swivel.
Oh, thanks for the heads up.
It was just a hunch. I wasn't close enough to have all the pieces.
Huh, must be nice to be able to watch everything from a safe distance.
No one's at a safe distance now. Punk and Mutiny are a threat to every single one of us. We need to work together. I want in on your plan for Survivor Series. Assuming you actually have a plan.
I'm mostly monitoring their socials, looking for cracks and gathering actionable intel. I want to figure out their vulnerabilities and then try to figure out how to strike.
I like that. I think I know where to look first. They've pulled too many of our people over. But I know somebody we should pull back. We could increase our numbers and destabilize theirs. It's a win-win.
Pulling someone back could send a strong message. And this time it's Mutiny and CM Punk who won't see it coming. So, who'd you have in mind?
Tiffany Stratton. She has the potential to be one of the best in the business. Luckily for us, Mutiny doesn't know what they've got. Even luckier, I might just be the person to get through to her. That is, if I'm a part of WWE's plans for Survivor Series.
I'll give you an answer soon. I have to think about the best mix for the team, and it's not just you asking, Charlotte.
You weren't quick enough to counter Punk's little surprise, so figure it out. Quickly.
Rhea, welcome back! It feels like you haven't been around in forever. You have no idea how much you've been missed.
Aw, you noticed. How sweet. I don't suppose this enthusiastic greeting has anything to do with Survivor Series.
No, well, yeah.
Yeah, I'm the most dominant woman in the whole damn sport and everyone knows it. Obviously, the office's recruiter-in-chief would glom on the second I walk through the locker room door.
I wouldn't call it glomming, Rhea. While you were off on your break, you might have missed the fact that a WWE civil war has broken out.
Oh, I'm well aware. Everyone's looking over their shoulder. Nobody trusts anyone. There's a sense of paranoia in the air. It's intoxicating. I love the chaos.
People are saying that obviously you'd return and join Mutiny. Sounds like that might be true.
People are saying is one of the greatest cop-outs of the modern age. Is that what you're saying? That I'm gonna stab WWE in the back so I can go enjoy the freedom of being ordered around by CM Punk?
Okay, that doesn't sound like you. But it is pretty clear that you're taking a certain amount of joy standing on both sides of the line. You need to pick a team.
I don't need to do anything. Besides, I'm not the woman you give the ultimatum to. I'm the woman who gets what I want.
And that is?
Picking up right where I left off. Main events, championships, you get the idea.
I have a lot of pull with the GMs on both brands. You join our Survivor Series team, I think I can arrange all that for you.
Make that happen, and I'm on board. Just remember, we're on this ride to the end no matter how brutal things get.
Rhea, I'd love to talk more about joining our Survivor Series team if that's what you want. But let's put this on hold for now. I'm gonna talk to some other people who are eager to fight Mutiny.
You'll be back. Nobody else in this locker room can lace my boots.
Hey there. I was gonna give you a hard time about losing the Unity belt, but I don't have the heart. A betrayal like that had to suck.
Thanks, Becky. It's mostly just my pride that aches at this point, which is why I am going to take all of Punk's away at Survivor Series.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. Nick Aldis told me you and your partner were in charge of recruiting Team WWE. I want in.
Oh, wow. Becky, you are literally a legend, so I don't want you to take this the wrong way.
But there's a mountain of responsibility on your shoulders, and you want to make sure you're making the right call, because if you screw this up, it's pretty much the end of WWE as we know it.
Sounds overwhelming when you put it that way.
Well then, how would you like to walk into Survivor Series knowing you're facing a mutiny that's already broken?
I would like that very much. Tell me more.
Before Punk stuck a knife in your backs in a way he never could have if Seth and I had been the Unity champions.
You're a real peach.
The whole world thought Bailey was the puppet mistress pulling the strings of this mutiny rebellion. And as you may have heard, she and I have a bit of a history.
A bit? You were part of the NXT 4 Horsewomen together. You and Bailey don't just have history, you have mythology.
Exactly. Nobody knows Bailey as well as I do. And I'm sure that going from revolutionary leader to CM Punk's second fiddle has got to be driving her mad.
And you want to use that to drive a wedge.
Not only drive a wedge, I can drive Bailey all the way back to WWE.
That happens, Mutiny doesn't walk into Survivor Series. They hobble.
Exactly. I know just how to get under Bailey's skin, too. My next match, she's gonna see me do all her moves better than she does. So you give me the green light, and I'll go to work.
I think this is an amazing...
I'm going Rhea. I think her story will be a lot better. I had Jane
Look who's
last
back.
time.
And still with a giant hole in your Survivor Series team. Whatever could you want from me?
Who's to say I'm not here to tell you we've picked someone else?
Let's cut straight to it. You need to win at Survivor Series to prove the officer's faith in you isn't a huge mistake. And that means you need me. So, give me what I want, then you can tell the WWE Universe and Mutiny who your new partner is.
You're right. We need you. So, I've put in a good word, and your next conversation with Nick Aldis is going to put a smile on your face.
Atta girl. Now, let's make some mischief.
I never thought I'd say this, but Rhea Ripley, you are a sight for sore eyes. When our mutual friend told me you were going to join our Survivor Series team...
Don't get ahead of yourself, Aldous. This is a transactional arrangement, and you still owe me what I want.
So I guess this isn't a done deal yet? I thought you were locked in. I'll need to speak to our team captains about this.
Is there an issue here? I don't want to join a side that doesn't have their act together.
Everything is fine. We believe our Team WWE leaders are doing an excellent job.
Unless you count getting manipulated by Punk and losing the Unity titles, sure. I'd say putting the future of WWE in the hands of a draft pick and some rando they grew up with is foolish. But that's just me.
If the seeds of dissent you sow ever took flower, well, we would all reap chaos.
Poetic. Now, how are you going to compensate me in exchange for leading WWE into war with Mutiny?
I heard you wanted to get right back to where you were when you left. To that end, I am prepared to put you against your old enemy, Liv Morgan, for her Women's World Championship.
So you want to put a target on my back? Everyone who's been here working for a title opportunity will be gunning for me.
Look, I'm just trying to make this deal happen. What do you propose?
I'm going to earn the title opportunity like I've earned everything. Set up a match with me against your top contenders.
Why make things harder for yourself?
It's not harder for me, Aldous. It's harder for them. Make the #1 contenders match now.
Rhea Ripley has returned to SmackDown.
The following is a triple threat match. Making her way to the ring from Adelaide, Australia, Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley is competing to be the #1 contender for the Women's World Championship, held by her sworn enemy, Liv Morgan.
I hear that Liv's already complaining about favoritism by the general manager. But if Rhea fails to knock off the ring rust, none of those complaints will matter. Rhea Ripley's return match is moments away.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
The hell's wrong with you? Stop it.
I can't help it, Corey. That was exciting to watch. Whoa!
Please, stop.
And her opponents, first from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria.
A woman who has called herself the Celtic goddess of war.
We've already seen Valkyria forge herself in battle. Something tells me that tonight's match will sharpen Valkyria's blade even more.
The irresistible force is here.
Ready to squash.
And from San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
Nia Jax has done nothing but wreck shop since returning to WWE.
She's become queen of the ring. She won the women's championship. Nia Jax has been virtually unstoppable.
Nia Jax straight up runs things in the women's division. Going to impose her will on anyone in that ring tonight.
Rhea Ripley has the opportunity to pick up right where she left off in the championship picture if she wins this triple threat match.
Well, that if is carrying a long weight, Cole. Lyra Valkyria and Nia Jax are no pushovers, and they're not going to roll over for the returning hero.
I wouldn't bet against Rhea tonight, Corey. Just take a look at those eyes. She intends to make a statement to WWE and Mutiny tonight.
Big mistake, and that error could be costly. Takedown, showing the fundamentals there. Mounted. And hammered away. And any one of those shots could take you out for good. Oh no, trapping the arm. Vicious stomps to the hand. That was a showing of control and aggression. Something they'll want to keep up. Ripley with the wherewithal to counter. Being set up in the corner for something. What a forearm. Ripley with an aggressive game plan here. Precision attacks, courtesy of Rhea Ripley. A second one. That focused attack on the back could hit every nerve. Oh my goodness. Oh man, that's like death by 1,000 cuts. And she's coming back to the ring now. Here to the knee. La Maestro cradle. Perfectly applied. And a kick out. At this point in the match, I'm not surprised. Kyria gets countered. Big boot to the gut. A clubbing forearm. Oh, yeah. She is really getting fired up. And Jax got taken to task right there. Lyra looked as brutal as ever on that exchange. Inside, rover, dirty. Ron Mount looked like $1 million when hitting something that effective. Face buster. Uh-oh. Both arms trapped. This will not end well. Look at all these arms. Showing absolutely no mercy at all. What an onslaught. This is certainly an effective use of a forearm object. Come on. This has got way too far. Just stop this already. She's looking for something under the ring to even her odds here. Justice in mind. Goes for the kendo stick like that. Nia Jax just getting worked on here. Ripley has halted the irresistible force here. Caught in the electric chair, but fighting. Dropping bombs. Trying to escape, and they do. She reverses and creates an opportunity. Here we go. Here's the pin. And she's not done yet. Not yet. Her endurance is really being tested now. Truly getting put to the test in this triple threat match. That got bad real quick. Down on the jaw. And bites her tongue down. Ripley with an emphatic statement. Lyra Valkyria down into the pin. This could do it. And she just stopped the pin. Two-handed chokeslam. Picked up and being carried around now. Fighting out. Driven down. Dropping down. Jax could be put away here. Just a two. What does she have to do to put her away? I'm asking myself the same question. I have no idea.
stay alive there.
Sliding into the ring now.
From behind. Suplex. Nice running crossbody.
Lyra Valkyria thinking big. Uh-oh. She's tossed right out of the ring. Rhea Ripley, electric chair.
Face first. And that last bit of offense looks to have cut deep. She is bleeding badly now.
A big win. That took a huge effort.
Here is your winner, Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley has returned and stepped right into title contention.
What else did you expect, Saxton? Liv Morgan has got to be very worried right now.
Rhea, I thought that was you. You weren't here last time, but now you are. And that means the damn space-time continuum is misbehaving again.
I cannot even begin to understand what you're on about now, Truth. I'm about to take the Women's World Championship and a few teeth from Liv Morgan, so I haven't got time to deal with this.
It's fine. Go ahead. Ask.
Ask what?
First Cody, now you. Everyone wants to use the time machine on this playthrough.
If you weren't mad, I'd hijack your time machine, drag us into the post-apocalyptic future, and rule the desert wasteland in my big rig as Queen of the Outback while you entertain me as my court jester.
That doesn't sound like much fun for me. Too much sand, and I hate going to court. So I'll pass. Either way, don't get any ideas. The time machine is most definitely made up and not a real thing. Got it?
Whatever, Truth. I'm focused on reality, which is me winning the Women's World Championship.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Women's World Championship.
Rhea Ripley is ready to rip apart Liv Morgan.
We know the history between Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan goes all the way back to NXT, Corey.
And that's why Liv will do absolutely anything to prevent Rhea from winning the Women's World title. This isn't going to be a title match. It's going to be an all-out battle. Liv Morgan is here, but probably wishes she was somewhere else.
Liv's been all over social media, insisting that the general managers want Rhea Ripley on Team WWE for Survivor Series so bad that they're all but putting in the fix for her to win.
Rhea had to get through Nia Jax and Lyra Valkyria to get here. That's no easy road to walk. Can Liv hang on to her championship? We're about to find out.
Introducing the challenger from Adelaide, Australia, Rhea Ripley. And her opponent from Elmwood Park, New Jersey, the WWE Women's World Champion, Liv Morgan.
That is what it's all about. What every woman claws and scratches for. The Women's World Championship.
The history between Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley goes all the way back to NXT, and it's not pretty.
These women are like oil and water. They can't exist in the same place, and Liv is looking to send Rhea right back where she came from.
Oh, what a shot. Effectively using the knee.
Mounting a downed opponent. Look at them go. Over and over and over again. And a slap to the exclamation point.
Just going all out with every blow.
Oh, what a clothesline. Now a series of vicious
Just stomped the hell out of the champ and enjoyed it. Oh, look at it torture their opponent. Uh-oh, this isn't going to be good. Oh, man.
Gets taken into the corner. Needs to get out.
She countered that into her own offense. What a forearm.
All tied up now.
Slips into a rear waist lock.
Breaks out and applies a chin lock. Look at this, just what a barrage of stops. And if the first stop doesn't send you the message, the follow-up ones definitely will.
Nice foot on the knee. Champ left railing a little by that last blow.
And as this fight goes on, Rhea's reaching new levels of brutality. Look at this.
Oh, from the rope. Such brutality for Rhea Ripley.
The Eradicator unleashing all of her fury on Liv Morgan.
Oh, look at the knee strikes.
Endless knee strikes.
Just getting pummeled as the champion was unable to return fire. Her legs are wobbling, but that's the least of her problems.
Rhea Ripley
Ripley electric chair. Nice buster.
Rhea Ripley ready to make Liv Morgan pay for her sins. This could be it. If Rhea hits this, it is over. Kick to the gut. Here it comes. Can the champ recover from that?
Two. They kicked out. The champion kicked out.
We knew it was not going to be an easy task to put the champion away, and that's being proven right now.
More like the champion's proving that sooner perish than lose their title. And Rhea's not taking that kick out well at all. Whatever she has in store next, it won't be pretty.
And the corner has to find a way out of there. High level ability being shown with each of these counters. Find some payback with their own reversal. Brutal clip. And her head took a real beating. She can't possibly do any more damage. Drop kicked all the way to the floor.
All the momentum's against Morgan now.
Yeah, Morgan is having trouble fighting back.
Being carried around now. My goodness! And then look at that!
A little calming response from the nightmare of the WWE Universe.
And now thrown back into the ring. What are they going to do here?
Leg snap! And again.
Rhea's taking the advantage here.
And the upper hand belongs to Rhea Ripley.
Oh, just deadlifting their opponent.
Tossing their opponent like they're nothing. Oh my gosh! They're just punishing their opponent now. Ripley has things right where she wants them. Here we go. Muscle up her opponent from the top. The challenger clearing a path to the top.
Champion is officially crowned.
Here is your winner, and the new WWE Women's World Champion, Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley just defeated one of her greatest enemies to become Women's World Champion. Mommy's on top once again.
Mommy's always on top, Saxton.
Well, look who it is. The woman of the hour. What a coincidence running into you here.
The airport of the very city I'm challenging Bianca in tonight. Highly coincidental, punk. How goes the big mutiny?
You're right, Rhea. It's not a coincidence me being here. And mutiny is exactly what I want to talk to you about.
You know WWE wants me on their Survivor Series team.
And I want you to lead ours. You are the future of this business, and everyone knows it. Mutiny knows it. I know it. You've gone against the tide your whole career. You are the face of rebellion for millions of people. So join ours. Join us.
And declare myself mutiny while carrying both of WWE's women's championships? Talk about going against the tide. That would make waves.
You're damn right it would. Because you'd be carrying those two WWE belts into mutiny to challenge Io Sky for our NXT Women's Championship.
That's a pretty big bet you're making. What if I beat Io and take your title back to WWE? your chances at Survivor Series drop to nil.
If there's one thing I'm confident of, it's that Rhea Ripley is not going to end up fighting for the machine.
All right, make the match. I'll take care of business against Bianca, then we'll find out together if your confidence is warranted.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Women's Championship.
Rhea Ripley is here to collect another championship.
Rhea has been on an unstoppable tear since she came back, and I'm not sure anyone can stop her.
Well, Bianca Belair would beg to disagree with you, Saxton. She scratched and clawed to hang on to the WWE Women's Championship and isn't going to hand it to Rhea in a gift box.
It's almost time for Rhea Ripley to go for her second championship in a week. It's the EST trying to take down the brutality.
The thought of Rhea Ripley controlling both of WWE's women's championships makes me nervous. She hasn't said a thing about mutiny since she's been back.
Don't be paranoid, Saxton. This is an all-WWE match between two of the best to ever do it. Sit back and enjoy. When this match is over, one woman might be holding all the WWE gold.
Introducing the challenger from Adelaide, Australia, the WWE Women's World Champion, Rhea Ripley. And her opponent from Knoxville, Tennessee, the WWE Women's Champion, Bianca Belair.
Tonight is about earning the privilege to hold this title, the WWE Women's Championship.
You can see a burning desire in the eyes of each athlete, knowing that the top of the mountain is on the winning side of this match.
Rhea Ripley is attempting to win her second major WWE Championship in less than a week.
Well, I know the GMs want Rhea on WWE's Survivor Series team, but handing her every title under the sun seems like a recipe to blow up in all our faces.
Nobody's handing Rhea anything, Corey. She beat Liv after earning her shot, and Bianca isn't going down without a fight. You can see that each strike drained their opponent's energy.
Oh, and a lariat. Followed by another lariat.
Ow, core drop kick.
A quick reversal from her.
Answer after answer for each other's offense.
Oh, handle.
Boom, right across the small of the back. And it looks like Bianca's opponent is eclipsing her a bit there.
An eruption of offense from Ripley. Face first.
Ripley unloading on her opponent.
Yeah, Bella might be in even bigger trouble if she's not careful.
Lifts their opponent's legs and
Oh, alley-oop.
Counter. Saw it coming.
Bianca managing to get some control back now.
Yeah, Bianca's survival instincts are taking over.
Belair was scattered there.
And she heads out to the floor.
Swings that senton to the outside.
Unbelievable athleticism. Just going for it all and landing a direct hit.
And gets tossed back into the mat. Oh, look at this. Showing off with a big flex. And then
Oh, and a stomp right to the back. She dodges out of the way.
our champion feeling the effects of all the offense so far.
And you can just tell Ripley enjoyed delivering that punishment.
Trying to put the champ out of sort, maybe even discombobulate them. Goodness gracious. The proverbial mud hole has been stopped, and now it's time to walk it dry.
Bianca's being taken full advantage of now.
Rhea showing off that wide array of moves.
Rhea Ripley, electric chair.
Coming down face first.
Rhea with a hell of an attack. The Eradicator driven to destroy.
Ripley has things right where she wants them. Here we go. Muscling up her opponent for Riptide. Are we headed toward the title change?
Still holding on to the title.
This is complete insanity. Still holding on to the title by the skin of their teeth.
And Ripley is stunned right now. So many opponents have fallen to that move, but not this one. Momentum clearly on the side of Ripley.
Yeah, Belair struggling to find solution.
Sent right into the corner. Shooting right into the midsection. Kick to the stomach.
Oh, took the opening to kick them right in the face.
We're locked in reversals here. Neither competitor intimidated. Big boot to the gut and a thunderous forearm to follow.
Vicious, downright savage club right there.
And Bianca's failing to offer any resistance here.
You're not going to find Rhea showing any remorse.
Knee right to the collar to be crowned champion. She gets the shoulder up.
Now is not the time to wallow in disbelief. Pressure must be kept on. Little psychological warfare at play here from the Nightmare. Cutting her off in the middle of her little performance. That's what you have to do. Oh, wallop by a huge club. Stopped in their tracks with a knee to the gut. A chain of reversals here. Every motion getting cut off.
Right between the
Uh-oh. Not gonna hip toss.
Rhea Ripley.
We might be moments away from crowning a new champ.
New chapter begins.
Here is your winner, and the new WWE Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley.
We got ourselves a double women's champion. Rhea Ripley has done it.
One.
Congratulations, Rhea. What an achievement.
To win the Women's World Championship and the WWE Women's Championship in the space of 4 days is nothing short of incredible.
I don't think anyone can question your dominance at this point, myself included.
That's so generous of you. Both of you. Really.
We were just wondering, now that you've accomplished your goal of getting right back to the top of the mountain.
Can we make the announcement that you have officially joined WWE's Survivor Series team?
There's just one more little thing I have to do.
And what's that?
I've got to make a quick trip down to Orlando.
What did he offer you?
The same thing you did. A championship match. So I'm going down to NXT Mutiny. I'm going to win their women's championship. And then once I have all the gold, I'll decide which lucky side gets to have me.
Are you for real? This is a betrayal.
It might be. Might not. You'll find out one way or another right after my match.
You can't just tell us now what you're going to do?
I don't even know yet. So you have to wait. Brutal, huh?
That's interesting. I didn't realize she's real. They got a storyline where she wins all 3 women's championships. Talk about dominance. But I think it summed it up with this.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the NXT Women's Championship.
It's the woman looking to hold all the gold. Rhea Ripley.
Rhea winning all 3 of the women's championships in less than a week would be an incredible achievement. But I don't like her doing it down here in NXT.
Last week, I said you were paranoid, Saxton, but I'm going to take it back. If Rhea beats Io tonight and goes to Mutiny, WWE will be in serious trouble at Survivor Series.
No, for real.
Rhea Ripley is attempting an unprecedented achievement, and she's doing it in NXT Mutiny.
One of the most dangerous competitors the women's division has ever seen, Io Sky.
Io's not happy with merely defeating your opponent. She wants to be the cause of their downward spiral.
Io is done waiting for her opportunity. Now she's slaying whoever crosses her path and taking all the accolades in the process. A woman who calls Rey Mysterio her inspiration, she is well on her way to becoming the Rey of the women's division.
Introducing the challenger. From Adelaide, Australia, the WWE Women's Champion and the WWE Women's World Champion, Rhea Ripley. And her opponent from Tokyo, Japan, the NXT Women's Champion,
Social media is buzzing, as it always is when this title is defended.
I got a bad feeling about this. If Rhea wins the NXT Women's Championship from Io, she will hold all the cards to win the Survivor Series.
His shoulders down, pinning predicament. 2 count. What a kick out after 2.
A surprisingly deep count for this stage of the match.
What a clothesline! Ouch! She's able to evade.
Oh, just deadlifting their opponent and tossing them aside.
I've seen Saxton thrown out of a few local bars like that before.
Please don't remind me, Corey.
Repeated headbutts. Straight aggression rained down with unbelievable force, and this could be their path to the title.
Uses an elbow to disrupt that attack. These counters, it's like they're in each other's minds.
Io Sky losing some focus on the task at hand.
Rhea with a reminder that the pain she delivers is no dream.
Incredible pressure being put on Sky.
Io trying to withstand this surge.
Counter after counter. Neither superstar getting the clear advantage. Pulls the trigger.
Knee strike.
Ripley avoids the attack.
Unbelievable athleticism.
You have solidified your name as a top athlete when you're able to pull off that move. That got turned around on Sky. Caught with the lariat. Saw it coming. Counters it.
Escapes out of that attack.
Rhea capitalizes there. Brutal knee right to the face. The champ is starting to suffer.
Ripley delivered that move with every ounce of spite in her body.
From the top. Oh, no, went big and pays for it.
A gruesome landing. I don't know how you walk away from that.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, she puts the brakes on this. Mounting. And hammering away. And with an onslaught of strikes like that, it's clear they have nothing but punishment on their mind. From the top. Taking a foot to nowhere.
I don't care who you are. You're not the same after suffering a crash landing like that.
Ripley with an opening to go high. the champ getting closer and closer to being put away.
She's really taking a beating tonight. I don't think she's got much left.
And now she delivers her back into the ring. A determined look on the face of Ripley, lining up. Grip to the gut. Here it comes. With the riptide. Could that be enough to gain the title? Here two. The championship's out two. I can't believe it. We were a second away from a new champion.
Are we close to the start of a new reign?
Rhea Ripley's best shot couldn't end this, and you've got to wonder what's next.
And a slap, too.
Now Rhea asserting control. Impressive sequence by Ripley.
Taking flight. Diving body splash.
Both arms captured, and vitriolic stomps. Stomping away.
Oh, I don't have you seeing stars. Look at Ripley has her opponent perched on her shoulder
And driven down face first.
Those cutthroat tactics of Rhea coming to bear there. Ripley dealing as much damage. Kick to the gut by Ripley.
That might as well seal the deal on us having a new champ. In less than a round, Ripley has returned to WWE and won all 3 of the women's championships.
A historic accomplishment, Cole.
But what is Ripley doing now? Incoming! Almost took the referee's head off.
Let's go! Wait a second. She's not thinking.
Oh, I think she is, Saxton. Rhea Ripley's going to throw the WWE Championships in the trash.
Or the NXT Women's title. We're about to find out which side she's on. Io just lost her title, and now it might end up in the trash.
What is Rhea Ripley going to do?
No! Rhea Ripley has joined Mutiny.
Mutiny just scored a huge victory in the war against WWE.
Io looks overjoyed for someone who just lost.
And the odds at Survivor Series have radically shifted in Mutiny's favor.
You'll see why I picked that. It only makes sense that I made Mutiny
Thanks for meeting us here, Bianca.
grow
I thought
like
we had
that.
a sure thing with Rhea. You're doing us a huge favor by offering to step in and join Team WWE for Survivor Series.
Wins and losses are just business. But what Rhea did, throwing my championship in the trash, I wasn't going to stand for that.
The disrespect is unbelievable.
And turns out Rhea didn't care about Mutiny either.
I know. I just read on social media that she gave the NXT Women's Championship back to Punk and Io, vacated the other 2, and then took off again. What was the point, even?
All Rhea cares about is chaos, while the main thing on my mind is figuring out what we do to take down Mutiny. You got the EST on your team now, so what's next?
I'm heading over to Raw to get us one more ally.
Just make sure you choose carefully. We got a lot riding on this.
Don't worry, I will.
I was wondering when you were going to show up.
Cody? I didn't expect to see you here.
Why? Expecting some lackey to encourage you to get into some live event matches? There's no time for that. NXT is in jeopardy. We need to push back against Mutiny now. I hear you're putting together the team for Survivor Series. I want in.
And you'd be a heck of an addition. But I'm surprised to see you this fired up about NXT.
It's not just a brand. It's the future of the entire industry at stake. If Mutiny wins this war, you can forget about NXT being the place that nurtures and develops the next generation of superstars.
That
This
does
whole
not
mutiny is
sound
about
like
one
coding.
thing: nurturing and developing CM Punk. Seeing NXT like this, I can't and won't stand idly by.
That's my kind of fire. Any ideas what parts of Mutiny you want to torch first?
I'm not one to play games, so I'd say we need to take the fight right to the top.
Punk's a coward, but he's too smart to step into the ring with you.
KO isn't, so I'll take the fight to him. If we destabilize Owens, we start chipping away at Mutiny's foundation. NXT's future is ticking away. Let me do this.
Now think about it. I already tried Drew's. So
Nobody
we're gonna
doubts your drive.
check someone else. I
You need
think
to be
either
sure of
Seth
making
or Cody.
decisions for the right reasons.
Choosing someone else might seem safer, but it's a mistake. The clock's ticking, and every moment we hesitate, Mutiny gets stronger. I'm ready to do what needs to be done.
I hear you. I'll let you know.
Hey, we haven't had the chance to talk since everything happened with Punk. What a shame. If only Becky and I had won those Unity titles from you.
What difference would that have made?
Punk would have been too scared of us to make that kind of move, and WWE would be in a much better position right now.
Punk made that move because he was scared of me and my partner. You know, the team that beat you and your better half.
Okay, look, we're on the same side here. And we're playing checkers while Punk is playing chess. Not to mention rewriting history. He just proclaimed Big E as the first NXT champion, inspiration to current champ Trick Williams and the real architect of NXT.
Wait, Big E's with Mutiny now?
No, Punk's just using his name to rile me up. First NXT champion? That's me. And architect of NXT? Punk is slapping my legacy in the face.
So, this is about your pride getting hurt. And I thought you were actually here to fight for WWE, not just patch up your bruised ego.
Why can't it be both? I'll tell you what, I'm heading to NXT to put on a show and remind everyone who laid the first brick. We need that kind of fire and history in our corner at Survivor Series. I've got the plan and the passion. Let me bring that fight to the best of 3 series.
You want in on Survivor Series? How do I know you'll still be committed after you've gone and made your point at NXT?
Because I had an issue with Punk long before all this. I won't get tired of fighting him anytime soon. And I might be fighting my battles, but I'll also be winning us the war. So what do you say?
I hear you, Seth, but I need to weigh all our options. I'll get back to you.
Don't take too long. Every day that passes is another day Punk has the upper hand. We need to strike fast. I refuse to sit on the sidelines when my legacy's at stake.
Understood.
Have you come to your senses? Time's run.
And your time is now. As long as you're still ready to take on KO.
I am. Let's make Mutiny a thing of the past.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes!
I've heard Cody is frustrated with the way Mutiny has taken over NXT. That could be why he was so insistent on challenging Kevin Owens here tonight.
Well, that frustration can certainly fuel Cody out there, but it'll take more than frustration to handle KO.
The time has come. Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens is upon us. Owens is here for a fight.
History has shown us KO is always unpredictable and always dangerous.
And his opponent from Marieville, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 266 pounds, Kevin Owens!
The prize fighter looks set to blast through the opposition.
Yeah, KO doesn't care what it costs to reach the top. Looking at a man who's about to come face to face with his greatest nightmare.
Unfortunately for him, this is one nightmare you can't wake up from. You've got to live through it. Cody will make sure of it.
We can expect to see a real clash of styles here with WWE's Cody Rhodes using technical prowess and precision to counter Mutiny's KO and his brute force brawling.
All those styles are representative of the battle we're seeing here, with WWE hoping that skilled and pure wrestling can turn back Mutiny's unfocused aggression.
Sounds like you've got the same rooting interest in this one as the rest of us, Corey.
Buster. Double axe handle right on target.
Shot after shot.
Randy Orton? Why is he getting involved?
Orton's going to take out Cody Rhodes.
Has Mutiny gained an apex predator? Cody Rhodes felt that coming.
Reversal. And that turns things around. Battle of counters. No one's getting their full offense in.
Ooh, clothesline delivered.
Ooh, that might be enough to knock some confidence out of Kevin Owens.
You can tell Cody was zeroed in on his opponent.
Side Russian leg sweep.
Owens running into some trouble.
Cody's bringing the fight to KO and then some. Maybe that was just to keep his opponent off balance.
Counters!
And Cody puts a stop to the momentum that was mounting against him.
But Cody has to push now while the window's open. Cody looking for the win.
That's it. I think KO might be out.
And staying with it into the cover. Oh, he just kicked it.
I honestly have no idea what is driving Owens right now. And I'm not even sure he does either.
Owens as tough as they come, but also as stubborn as they come. A dangerous combination.
Looks like Cody is going to have to readjust, maybe strategize here. He thought that was it, but somehow it wasn't.
Big body drop.
What elevation. Just a step ahead of Owens.
Getting set up in the corner now.
Strong overhead chops.
Chops. Showing absolutely no mercy at all. What an onslaught.
That is why I say Cody Rhodes has...
Here we go. Rhodes going for the victory.
once and for all has KO in his sights. Cody looking to end this. He's put a lot of competitors up with that. 2. Exhausting victory, but a win nonetheless.
Here is your winner, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes pulled off a huge victory against Kevin Owens.
A big win for Cody, but it's hard to celebrate after Randy Orton's defection. Mutiny just got a whole lot more dangerous.
So wait, now Randy's part of Mutiny now? It's been a while. I've been around for a while. But I'm not stuck in the past. Mutiny isn't just a fact, it's the future. Look at what you're doing to NXT. This chaos is exactly what this place needs. So Randy is a part of them. Alright, bet.
Man, Cody, you'll never believe what I just saw. Randy Orton ran in and attacked someone in the middle of a match. I think he might have joined Mutiny.
Yeah, that was my match. He attacked me.
Okay, so you saw it too. Call me crazy, but I think this whole Mutiny thing might actually be a problem. I'm not even sure if the NWO will be enough to stop it.
Yeah, I'm sitting here watching the future of this industry get torn apart.
And that's one of the top 3 worst things to see get torn apart. And now they got Randy? Mutiny's getting stronger by the minute. There's got to be something we can do.
Well, every time I turn around, they add another heavy hitter. So unless you've got a time machine, maybe just quiet down and let me think.
A time machine? Yeah, I got one of those.
What?
I found it in a closet next to a sports almanac. I hooked it up to the ambulance in the parking lot, so if I ever got hurt, I could go back in time to before I got hurt and try to warn myself not to get hurt.
You're actually serious? You have a time machine?
Of course, but I don't see how a time machine can fight mutiny. It's pretty fragile.
Because if we could go back to 2011, before Punk's big rise, we might be able to stop mutiny before it even starts.
Then it sounds like you and me got a date with destiny, and not the one who works at the sandwich shop down the street. Let's go.
Travel through time. He was not kidding. He does have a fucking time machine. That's funny.
If my calculations are correct, we should be in the age of the dinosaurs. Actually, scratch that. We're in 2011. So Cody, you better find some retro clothes and dye your hair. Quick.
Right. And then we try to find Punk.
Oh, he's here. Tonight, I'm going to interfere in John Cena's match, helping CM Punk win. Wait, why would I do that? I don't like CM Punk or Mutiny.
I think you mean the 2011 version of you is going to do all that.
That makes way more sense. Point is, if I don't run in, Cena stays up. Punk doesn't break out, so he never sits down. Get it?
Not quite.
If Cena wins, there's no money in the bank match. So no Punk rise, no pipe bomb promo, no mutiny.
So it sounds like we've got to take 2011 R-Truth out before he interferes in that match and helps Punk.
We? No, you gotta do it. If I see myself, it could break the space-time condominium.
Yeah, we wouldn't want that. I'll do it.
is on a collision course with WWE Champion John Cena.
Look out!
What the hell is Cody Rhodes doing?
We got a camera backstage. It looks like we have a ball on our hands. Caught with a punch.
The parking lot is a literal playground of pain. This is getting ugly very fast.
Oh, one step ahead there.
He's quick to get out of the way there.
Cody Rhodes.
Oh, right to the throat.
Nasty.
Trading counters here.
And Truth capitalizes there.
Trading counters and reversals back and forth.
Clothesline.
Hey, watch out! I haven't paid off that car!
I don't think they're worried about that right now. And that holds Cody back. Snapmare. Oh, and the rolling neck snap. Force the move by throwing an elbow into the midsection.
Oh, stomping away. You could get hit by a car in the parking lot. Or you could take the initiative and throw someone else through a car window.
Jeez, and our Truth is looking like he'll have his own blood to contend with now, too.
Big boot to the gut and a thunderous forearm to follow.
Oh, what a club.
Down he goes.
Uh-oh. Last-ditch escape over the back. He's able to counter that.
Powerbomb position.
Throwing down punches and counters out. Oh, flying forearm on the mark.
All sorts of danger looming as this fight continues in the parking lot.
Ooh, disrespectfully hurling that sign. We've already seen a few blows land above the neck. Getting those doors open.
Sending a message by closing those doors. Stu knows there's plenty more business to take care of. Come on, I think a point has been made in this one. This is not the place anyone should be in now.
Too late, Byron.
I don't think Truth's aware of the danger that's coming.
Rhodes has his opponent. There's Crossroads.
He's headed to the roof of the ambulance.
Scaled the ambulance, and now what does he have in mind? Scaling the side of the ambulance, but why? Up on top of the ambulance? What's he gonna do now?
Alabama slam.
And there is nothing but unforgiving steel on the roof of the ambulance.
This is the viciousness this match brings out in people.
One up, uh-oh. Throwing down punches and counters out.
Ooh, merciless looking blow.
Nothing but devastating damage can happen up there. Cooler heads need to prevail.
And a big right hand. Nothing about this match has to feel good. But right on top of an ambulance is a whole other world of pain. Showing his power, Alabama slam. Cody looking to wrap this one up.
Saw what was coming and answers with the clothesline. Come on, get down from there.
They won't listen to you, Saxton. Nothing but permanent damages on their mind.
What a way to get out of that one.
No, not from all the way up there. No.
Took a gamble and it paid off. Soaring off the top of that ambulance. Oh, too. And this is probably the one place you don't want to be.
Yeah, if there's one thing I learned watching wrestling, it's that nothing good happens in the parking lot.
Look at this. This can't be good. The reversal by R-Truth.
Here it comes. Special delivery. Attitude adjustment. Wow. That was incredible.
Pulled back into the hip toss.
Hey, guys, I've been here a long time, and I can't tell you how many superstars haven't been the same after a fight through the parking lot.
Oh.
Kick lands.
Position in.
Measuring. A well-placed knee drop to the skull.
And Rhodes wants more from his opponent. He's lining him up.
Oh, man. And the parking lot continues to be the most dangerous place to settle your disputes.
Wait for it.
Showing his power, Alabama slam. Watching, waiting, and we know exactly what he's thinking.
Cody. And now it looks like they're done.
Done for now, but I have a feeling this isn't over, Cole.
It worked, Cody. Cena took down Punk without a hitch. CM Punk really should have thanked me for setting everything in motion.
Agreed. But now let's get out of here. I forgot how uncomfortable this mask is.
We can't roll out yet. We gotta make sure everything's even Steve.
You mean even Steven? So you want me to help CM Punk win a match?
No, we have to make things so fair that even Steve has a shot. Whoever Steve is. So you've got to beat Cena next week so he doesn't get too big. You and me can bunk in the ambulance until then. Time team sleepover. I bought snacks while you were taking the younger me out.
Truth, we have a time machine. We can just jump ahead to next week.
Oh, right. Well, hopefully those salty crackers...
Here comes the undashing one.
I just threw up in my mouth a little.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Marietta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, Cody Rhodes!
An intense and determined competitor lies underneath that mask.
Insecurities aside, Cody has a tremendous in-ring knowledge, and he can take you to your breaking point.
Calls himself grotesque.
He is!
Grotesque or not, he's going to take this anger out on his competition.
Ladies and gentlemen, when you think of WWE, you think of John Cena.
Cena kick-started the Ruthless Aggression era and has defined WWE ever since.
And his opponent from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, the WWE
Cena's a guy who achieved success beyond anybody's wildest imagination.
From his in-ring career to charity work, John Cena has left a tangible impact on people's lives.
Now he's about to leave a tangible mark on his opponent, too.
With his supposedly mutilated face hidden beneath the mask, Cody Rhodes is ready to prove that it's in fact everyone else in WWE who is ugly.
Every day, Cody wakes up, looks in the mirror, and has to confront the horrifying truth of his disfigurement. He's just turning the mirror on the rest of us. People deserve to know how hideous they are.
It's certainly a unique way of looking at the world, and it's made Cody into a more vicious competitor inside the ring.
But standing across the ring is John Cena, a superstar who lives for the WWE Universe. Nothing gets Cena more fired up than the live crowd.
And the crowd feels the same way about Cena, Saxton. It's a symbiotic relationship that has only propelled Cena to the highest points in WWE. When this crowd gets going, so is Cena. And when Cena gets going, there's no one better. And gets sent right into the corner. Lots of counters from each athlete. Impenetrable defense.
Oh, man, that was nasty.
They weren't that good looking anyway.
Set up for the
Side Russian leg sweep. Pulled back into the hip toss.
bang drop kick. Cena's getting dominated.
John has to find an opening and respond.
Moving into the ring.
From the top, crash landing.
Schoolboy! Shoulders are down! Two count there.
He's still in this.
Clothesline. So effective. And this one's taken to the outside.
Oh, vicious headbutt. That didn't look good for Cena at all. And now the aftermath is painted on his face.
Getting him right into the corner.
Gentlemen, this is what I believe we refer to as...
You can feel the resentment building with each stop there. Clothesline.
Swinging the elbow to halt the offense.
Basic maneuvering there.
Whoa, monkey flip.
I love it.
Wait.
He forces a break before the count of two.
Not time to expect victory yet.
He finds a counter for Rhodes.
And avoids taking any damage.
The clubbing forearm.
Cena telegraph.
We've seen it once, we've seen it 1,000 times. It always works. Look out. Driven down hard.
And getting the cover here. Getting that shoulder up before two.
Channeling his energy to stay in this matchup.
Kick to the gut.
Ooh, brutal forearm.
And stays one step ahead.
He's climbing to the top. From the top.
This could do it.
Two count and a kick out.
He got close then. It could be do or die time.
muscle in John Cena to let it end like that. Never give
Panel King. Cena might be done here. Fights it at 2. How? How? He's going up. Way too
making a motion out with the pin.
No, stops the count at 2.
So close. That could have been it.
And retaliates with a counter.
Each athlete finding an answer for everything thrown at them. Oh, what a massive haymaker. We're counting for the win.
But you gotta think he's just one final blow away from not kicking out next time. Set up for the side Russian leg sweep. Higher end district for Cody Rhodes. From the top.
Misses big time.
John Cena with a rough blow there. He's looking fairly drained.
This is what Cena does. Finding energy and getting it done.
They are feeding off the WWE fans, now pinning the arm down and
delivering nasty stomps. Rhodes has his opponent.
Here is your winner, Cody Rhodes!
Cena comes up short, unable to secure the win here tonight.
Cena was seen clear as day here. A tough loss for Big Match John, but I don't think it's going to ruffle his feathers too long.
Well, Cody, the time team did it. CM Punk never got his big shot. He's not even in the WWE anymore. He's now hosting the third most successful hockey podcast out of Chicago. I hear it's good. Not great, but good.
So, Survivor Series isn't a match between WWE and Mutiny?
Nope. Just a normal event. Should be a good one. Apparently, Randy Orton has a title defense against Rey Mysterio. I can try to get us tickets, if you want.
Randy's a champion now? I might need to knock him down a peg for that attack on me when he joined Mutiny.
But Cody, because of what we did, that never happened. You might not remember this, but we went back in time. That changed the future, which is now the present. And the present is a gift. And a gift can only be returned for store credit. So you've got to leave Randy alone.
It's still real to me. I'm going to take him on next week. Not for a title or anything. This one's just personal.
All right, but seriously, let me know about those tickets to Survivor Series. I don't want this friendship to fall apart just because the time team is no longer going on adventures that alter the fabric of reality.
I'll keep you posted.
And here he is, the mastermind of Mutiny, Randy Orton.
And his opponent from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 295 pounds, the undisputed WWE Champion, the Viper, Randy Orton!
What would lead Cody Rhodes to challenge Randy Orton? Guts? Foolishness? A little bit of both?
Watching Orton walk in flanked by his minions, Seth and Roman, I know which of these competitors I would bet on.
Damn, we really fucked up the timeline there. Because now Randy, Seth, and Roman is part of Mutiny? What the hell?
Makes the move to a kneeling armbar. Going after the arm here. Not a whole lot you can do with a bum wing, guys.
Hold the fuck up. How the hell you already got two finishers and a signature? Well, two finishers now. Oh, fuck. Come on now. Great.
This is a way to incapacitate every inch of your opponent, slowly, methodically, and painfully. Orton has him pinned. Here we go. And he fights it off. He just won't give up. Orton going to that place, too much to overcome.
Cody gave it everything he had, but Orton has proven once again that he's just too strong.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I think the time team might have messed up.
You think? Randy Orton is leading Mutiny now?
Yeah, and it's way bigger and badder than before. When we took out Punk and Cena, we left a power vacuum, and Randy Orton sucked himself right in like a dust bunny with an agenda.
Then why aren't we fighting Mutiny at Survivor Series?
Because we already lost, years ago. Orton broke the Undertaker's streak at WrestleMania 30. His power grew from there. The Shield didn't break up, he destroyed it. And once he took over the Wyatt family, the seeds of mutiny were planted.
We created a monster.
A monster who's turned NXT into his personal kingdom. He's removed all developmental elements, forcing young wrestlers to engage in sadistic combat for his amusement. And he's not great about restocking the paper towels.
Damn.
In retrospect, we really should have seen this coming. In every time travel movie, things always get way more complicated than the main character's first thought.
A lot of good that does us now. How do we fix this?
It's not going to be easy. If only we had a time machine.
We do. That's how we got into this mess.
Oh, yeah. Then it'll be considerably easier. I'll go back to 2011 and take out you from 2 weeks ago before you take out me from 13 years ago.
And what do I do?
We need to be sure Orton is taken care of. So I'm going to send you back to take him out of his most vulnerable point in history. WrestleMania 31.
WrestleMania 31? That was 2015.
Stardust!
That's what I was afraid of.
And here is the eccentric enigma himself, Stardust.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from the fifth dimension, weighing in at 220 pounds, Stardust!
I'm surprised Stardust looks this composed. This is a huge match for him, and he's facing an opponent who's been on a real tear for the last few years.
Yes, but Orton has seemed more vulnerable of late, and who knows? Stardust might just be the cosmic force to bring the Viper back down to earth.
This is it, folks. Stardust and Randy Orton here at WrestleMania. The Viper is ready.
And his opponent from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 245 pounds, Randy Orton!
A chill is in the air. The cold, calculated nature of Randy Orton is about to be on display. The Viper is a superstar who does not play well with others.
Evil intentions in mind tonight, I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, Orton always knows when to strike, and when to strike first. someone comes along who's simply so much better than everyone else. They just make it look easy. Randy Orton is that someone. He was born into greatness. For Randy Orton, the multi-time champion and master of mind games, after achieving so much these past few years, the only conquest left might be ruling all of WWE.
That's a scary thought, Corey. But you might be right. Unless Stardust has anything to say about it.
Who knows how this match at the Showcase the Immortal might shape the future of WWE.
Crafty move reverses the balance of power. Stardust looking dangerous in there. Looks like Orton's struggling here. Knee straight to the back. And just in time, he gets out of there. Measured stomp right to the gut. Followed up by another in the chest.
Pounding the basket. He's ahead of the top. For the top.
Bang! Maybe that'll teach him not to take his eye off the ball.
And he was ready for it.
Strikes with a kick.
Oh, what a quick answer.
could be the beginning of the end of Orton's dominance. Stardust might very well have shaken the foundations of WWE here tonight. Unbelievable.
Well, looks like we straightened it all out. We've successfully returned things to the exact same terrible place we started from. That's the time.
Hey, we somehow kept Randy Orton on Team WWE. That's a win.
I guess that must have been the butter knife effect. Anyway, I'm thinking we need to junk that time machine. There might have been a reason it was hidden in that closet in a box that said, "Do not open under any circumstances."
Yeah, that's probably a smart move. Let's quit before we screw anything else up.
You sure you don't want to go back to 2012 and shave that mustache?
Tempting, but nah. I'm good.
So you're saying Randy Orton joined Mutiny, but also was the leader of Mutiny, and they were way worse. But also now he's not a part of Mutiny?
When you say it like that, it sounds crazy. But yeah, pretty much.
No one's even going to mention how crazy it is we're talking about a time machine?
Are you sure this wasn't just a very vivid dream?
I did mistake one of Pharaoh's dog treats for a protein bar right after we talked earlier. Made me pretty lightheaded, and the next thing I knew, all of this started. Maybe you've got a point.
It would be cool if time machines were real, though. Can you imagine the cool things you could do?
I could have had a chance to face Molly Holly in her prime, to see firsthand how her power and tenacity made her a champion. That would have pushed me to new heights.
Since time isn't on our side, how about we discuss strategy?
There's only so much we can do before Survivor Series, but I'd sure like to bring those Unity tag titles back where they belong.
Especially now that we've got a powerhouse duo to go get them.
You want the two of us to team up?
Interesting.
And dangerous. In a good way.
Yeah. And Punk doesn't need to know that we have anything to do with it.
To do with what? We're just two superstars going after some titles.
And we're not coming home without them.
Have you two come for a friendly chat, or is this some sort of an ambush?
We came to inform you that we are about to become the newest Unity champions, because you're about to give us a title match.
You two? Interesting. Not the combination I would have expected. How about I schedule a warm-up match just to see how this all works?
No warm-ups. If Punk controls the present, the future looks bleak. I've seen enough to know we need to act now. We're here to change the course and ensure a better tomorrow by claiming those titles before Survivor Series.
Fair enough. I should warn you, though,
swear that does not
Punk
sound
is
like
not
Cody.
eager to hand out Unity title shots, especially to a team from WWE.
We figured. What's it going to take?
The word is that the only way for a team from our side to earn a shot at the Unity Championships is in a four-way tornado tag match at NXT Mutiny. If you want those titles before Survivor Series, you'll have to run through their best teams.
Trying to sap our strength? He's just delaying the inevitable. Every moment on this timeline is a step towards our victory.
Okay. If you want me to make arrangements, I will. But you'll be walking into the lion's den.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Set it up.
against the lone team representing WWE.
The following is a making their way to the ring, the team of Candice LeRae and Johnny. And their opponents, the team of Shayna Baszler and Charlie Dempsey.
We're looking at some of the most intense competitors in all of WWE about to take part in one of...
Normally in a tornado match, there are it's total chaos. But it wouldn't be a surprise to see the Mutiny teams work together to take on WWE squad. I don't know, Corey. Most of these superstars join Mutiny specifically for those guys. They're all if the team from WWE can prevail, they will earn a Unity Tag Team title opportunity. Strength it takes to pull off such a maneuver is incredible.
themselves a shot. The Unity titles. They
Did you see those social media posts? They're trying to sound tough, but we've got them rattled.
That's exactly why I'm concerned.
You think Punk's gonna put up some hurdles? I've been clearing those since before I got into WWE, and I'll keep doing it.
Let him try to unsettle us. It won't work. We're fighting for the future. His tricks won't change that.
Don't start doubting us now.
Never. I've seen what you both can do. As soon as you said you were willing to fight alongside my partner and I, there was no other choice. But we've all been on the receiving end of Punk's deception before, and I've got a bad feeling about this.
You think there was something more to them saying they were going to make SmackDown a mutiny arena?
Maybe, but they also don't know we're working together. You'll have your hands full with Bayley and Lexis King. We'll patrol the arena and shut down any mutiny interference.
Those Unity titles are as good as ours.
It looks like the rumors are true. Mutiny is planning an attack.
Oh, but they didn't plan for this.
Oh. Tony D'Angelo surely expected to at least make it into the arena before the fighting started.
With a guy like this patrolling the arena, D'Angelo's lucky he made it into the building.
He's going to be lucky to make it out of the building, Saxton. Saxton, I hope your insurance is paid up.
Human bodies wasn't an option.
And you know what's next, guys? Omega driver.
Tony is completely out of sorts here.
Going for it again. Omega driver.
We all know what he's thinking here.
I'll give you one more. Oh, fuck.
Nicely done. Cars, ambulances, all manners of weaponry. We might be looking at the point of no return here.
Good God. Didn't need to counter into anything pretty. Just a clubbing blow.
What do they have? What? Oh! Oh!
No!
Oh! This fight is spilled out into the parking lot.
Hey, stay away from my car. You Saxtons! You Saxtons!
Boom!
Oh boy, foreboding message here. Opening those doors.
What's D'Angelo got planned?
I don't see them
Damn.
getting up after that. And with good reason.
So much for that.
Tony D'Angelo surely expected to at least make it into the arena before the fighting started.
With a guy like this patrolling the arena, D'Angelo's lucky he made it into the building.
He's going to be lucky to make it out of the building, Saxton.
Now finds himself in quite the precarious position up there. Flying forearm.
Surrounded by danger everywhere you turn.
There is absolutely no safe place to fight back there.
And that was a heck of a heave we just saw.
Fought off with an elbow.
Bam! This is no place for a brawl. Everywhere you look, it's hardened steel and concrete. Someone's going to get hurt badly. Holy hell! Somebody get them out of there! They're going to fall over, for heaven's sake!
Ataxia!
We knew this was going to be explosive, but this is really starting to get dangerous now.
Yeah, one misstep from up there could mean your career, or worse.
Oh, he flips that around.
A clinical counter's
Kick to the gut. Hoist them up.
Big.
In all this chaos, there is still a winner to be decided.
Fearless in their approach, but will it pay off? Another big move.
Omega driver. Tony is completely out of sorts here. He's about to do it. He's about to do it again. Omega driver.
Hey, those platforms are for trained personnel only. Can't they read?
That's obviously a formality at the moment. Hoisted up high here.
My gosh, get this under control.
He's heading back down the ladder now. Probably a smart move.
Enziguri. Foot to the lower back.
This is not going to be good.
Relentless. Good night. Good grief. He wants this crowd on their feet. He wants them to make some noise. He looks like he's about to put his opponent in their place.
Connects. Saw it coming. Spine buster. Totally helpless at the moment.
Please stay down.
Looks like you get your wish, Saxton. This brawl is over. There you see what's at stake.
This match is about more than just the Unity titles. It's about gaining momentum heading into the big showdown for control of WWE.
Absolutely, Saxton. A win here could demoralize the opposition and give one of these teams a massive boost heading into Survivor Series.
Bitch.
Both teams know what's at stake and look to walk out of here with the Unity titles and so much more. And a message sent there. Tony D'Angelo? After what happened backstage, I don't think he's making it out here. Well, Punk expected reinforcements, but the Unity champions are on their own tonight.
Bitch. Oh no.
Now able to stop things, but will he gain command?
And into the turnbuckle he goes.
Shot right to the midsection. Champion's in trouble. The numbers game shows no mercy to anyone.
Better go tell your partner here.
This is just establishing dominance.
Stop right to the chest. Are you kidding me? Looks like the EST can add the showboating-est to her resume. An attack made. She whips Bayley into the corner.
And a massive clothesline. Bayley is down. We've seen this before.
A massive whirlwind splash. And King can't do anything about it.
This will do it. to remind him. Wait, Bailey with the roll-up. It's over. Chad Patton knew how to count that time. That was a fast count.
That's fucked up.
Chad Patton is running away with Mutiny before anyone else can argue. This is a new low. Mutiny has infiltrated the referees.
Are we really surprised at this point when it comes to what Mutiny will do?
Hold on, it looks like Lexus King got left behind.
Yeah, and he's just realizing that right now.
Doesn't look like Lexus King's going anywhere.
Are these four superstars our team for Survivor Series? We may have lost this one, but now Lexus King is going to pay. And the other members of Mutiny are letting it happen.
No honor among thieves.
Beep. Beep.
Of Survivor Series.
Not even close.
This doesn't look good for King.
No, it does not.
And down onto the ringside.
That they try to kill this man.
SmackDown. A longtime WWE official has joined Mutiny. But Team WWE answered with 4 unstoppable superstars. Survivor Series can't come soon enough.
A crooked referee? Ugh, just when we thought Punk couldn't stoop any lower.
Every day he proves he doesn't have the guts to fight us fair. At least we laid out Lexus.
Which Punk is using as an excuse to step in at Survivor Series. Feels like a setup, another one of his ploys. Let's make sure we're ready.
Well, we could start by telling the GMs to make the match no DQ.
I like that.
Well, we've got one episode of SmackDown before Survivor Series. Let's go out to the ring and deliver a message to Mutiny that they can't ignore.
And even though the entire team will be out there, let's make sure Punk knows the message is coming from the two of us.
Then we should lean into our personalities, use what we do best.
I'm thinking we head straight into that ring and face them down. No tricks, no schemes. Show everyone that unlike Punk and Mutiny, we're not afraid of a fair fight.
Yes, straight to the point. Face to face, no fear. Let's do it.
And there they are, the team representing WWE at Survivor Series.
WWE's fearsome foursome is here to make a statement.
Where's their teammate headed?
Looks like she took issue with a fan's mutiny sign.
Good. That doesn't belong here. Hopefully a preview of what they'll do to Mutiny at Survivor Series. You have to believe Mutiny is paying close attention right now.
I assume everyone's laser focus as we head into Survivor Series.
Let's hear what Team WWE has to say.
CM Punk! I know you're watching, you spineless, backstabbing SOB! You think you're walking out of Survivor Series with the keys to the kingdom? I got news for you. You're going to be carried out on a stretcher.
You thought you could hide behind your mindless army? Well, look what we've got. We're going to turn your mutiny into a massacre. We are only days away from...
CM Punk has heard enough.
Ah, how predictable. The Legion of the Righteous. It's always the chained dogs who bark the loudest. So keep barking, but remember, our actions will speak louder than your whining. We'll see you at Survivor Series, where Mutiny will unleash its wrath.
We're predictable. Huh. So are you. We know you sent some of your little henchmen here tonight.
Another backstage attack. A surprise invasion. It's getting old, Punk. Let's try something different.
We're here right now. Why wait for Survivor Series?
We're not going to. See, I sent a few prized members of Mutiny to SmackDown tonight. Because you were all bark and no bite. And we'll be happy to put all 4 of you down.
Mutiny is here. Survivor Series can wait, but apparently we can't. It looks like we're about to have a 4-on-4 match right here on SmackDown after this break. Tensions are at an all-time high here with Survivor Series on the horizon. And this impromptu 8-man tag looks to be the final statement.
Team WWE needs to make this count, Michael. This is their chance to send a strong message to Mutiny and everyone else watching.
No, it's not about messages, Saxton. This is about momentum. No one wants to go into Survivor Series licking their wounds.
As we're set up in the corner of the ring.
Rowdy combo unleashed.
This is turning into Swanson Street. Boom!
Williams looking unable to get a leg up in this match.
Williams having trouble getting his bearings.
Snap suplex.
Fast thinking saved him there.
The official clearing the area as this match continues on. Oh, what a response.
Lots in the gut wrench. Resetting his hardware aside, clearing the way for any future damage.
That move had the amount of force akin to a natural disaster.
Nice backbreaker.
Framing their opponent right where they want him.
Shocking inside counter. Small packages could be it. Gets the shoulder up loud. What's it going to take?
Getting the shoulder up before 2. Telling you the end is not near. Able to avoid damage with an evasive maneuver.
Goes the shot kick. Climbing up to the top. Looking to go high risk.
And he's coming to. About to stumble his way into danger. Watches.
She makes the save, and this match continues.
Target square on Williams. Trouble's coming.
That's going to be interesting. Kick to the midsection.
That's it. Scores the win for the team.
Here are your winners. The Assassin KJ.
here we are. The future of WWE rests entirely on our shoulders.
No pressure, though.
I'm feeling good about our chances. After we called Mutiny out and beat the hell out of Punk's hand-selected crew, there's no way they're feeling confident walking into tonight.
Now we just have to keep them off balance.
You have something in mind?
We need to keep the pressure on. You know they're going to use every trick in the book, so we need to beat them to the punch.
The time for talk is over. Let's go out there and start the series with a win.
Better yet, let's make it 2 wins. I don't think we're ever gonna get to that third and final Unity title match, no matter what Mutiny tries to pull.
So long as we have this kind of faith in each other, I know I'm going to walk out of Survivor Series on the winning side.
Alright, I'm gonna stop it right here. Let Survivor Series be the next key point in this little saga we got going. Hope y'all enjoyed that as much as I did, and as always, stay blessed. See you.